Hello everyone and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm Wolfie, and today I thought while I'm cleaning my boots, I might as well update you guys on what's been going on in the past 2 months. It's been not that many events and rather me just struggling. So I'm just gonna discuss, what's been going on, life updates, goals, achievements, whatever, right? So let's just get right into it, and next topic, which is mental health. Lovely, isn't that? Okay, so as we all know, or some know, I struggle with my mental health, and quite a bit, actually. So, I thought I'd have a quick mental health talk with you guys, because isn't that fun? I do feel it is important to discuss these things, because I think it's important to be open with your audience about how you're doing, because social media, it paints a picture that life is just perfect for the person that is making the content, and I just want to say that is not true by any means at all. I feel like social media is such a toxic place. I mean, look at me, I literally did my makeup half an hour ago simply to film this video. Like, it is such, it's such bullshit, I feel like. Social media is such bullshit. Like, you think that they always look like this? No, bitch. I do not always look like this. If I'm depressed as hell, I won't even bother doing my makeup, you see? Like, I didn't wear makeup until now today. I mean, let's be real. Social media is not real life. But yeah, on to the topic. So, I got sent to the psych ward. Again. And that may not even come as a surprise, but YouTube doesn't like this topic a lot, so I'm gonna avoid getting too specific, but I was struggling with some really, really difficult feelings, and I felt it was necessary to admit myself, and this was in October, and I was there for a week exactly, and I didn't really get the help I was hoping for, I'm not gonna lie. They didn't send me to any therapies. I had music therapy once while I was there, but nothing other than that, and they put me on antidepressants, ramped up the dose like crazy, and then they were surprised when it made me go a little insane. That's happened literally every single time I'm on antidepressants, so there's a little bit of a pattern there. Okay, as I said, I was struggling with some really difficult thoughts, and I decided, you know what, I am going to tell my parents, I'm gonna admit myself, and I did so. And, at that point, before I was admitted, I did not see a point in life at all anymore, and you can see how that can be dangerous. But, as I said, I didn't get the help I was hoping for. I only went to one therapy once during the week, and obviously a week is not a very long stay. In a way, it did help ground me, and it made me realize that there, is a point to life, and that it's not all just, bad and stuff. And, it did help ground me, as I said, but that doesn't mean I'm cured. And I'm not cured by any means. I still struggle every single day, and it's going to be like that. It's going to be like that, okay? But it did give me a reminder that life is worth living, even if it's hard. But, it does get better, okay? It gets better. Even if it's not today or tomorrow or the next hour, someday in the future, things will get better. And now finally, I just want to say, if you or anyone you know are struggling with similar things, please just talk to someone. It is so much better to get help early on than struggle alone and let it get worse. Because that's what happened to me. I hid away. Obviously, I was very young, and I didn't know that it wasn't normal to be this way. Normal isn't really a thing. But you get what I mean. It's not mentally healthy to, experience those kinds of things. And I thought it was completely normal and that everyone experienced that. So my 12-year-old self thought, I'm fine. And then 2 years later, I got diagnosed, and all of this, therapies and stuff started really getting more intense, and people were helping me. But at that point, I feel like I got help a little too late, Like, sometimes I feel like I could have prevented it by getting help earlier, but obviously that's not how it works. It would have still probably ended up in the same way, but maybe, just maybe, I could be in a different mental space right now. But yeah, that's the way life is. It is difficult, but it's also nice. You know, life is nice. Let's keep that in mind. Life is still nice, even if it's difficult. There's still good moments. Now, let's move on to the next topic, finally. But, future plans. You know, when I think about the future, I definitely see myself still doing YouTube and streaming and stuff. So I will not be quitting anytime soon, even if I do take breaks often right now because I'm struggling. I hope that's fine with you guys. My aim is to upload as much as I have energy and time for right now. But yeah, I'm finally making an upload schedule again and kind of trying to stick to it. This week will be a bit more chaotic. But, alright, as for these vlogs, I'm going to be doing them every month. And just looking back on the month and seeing if I've made any sort of progress and how I did with my goals. Because I'm going to be setting goals in this video as well. I've already done that. I've scripted out this video. Because, as we know, I'm a big rambler and I will start rambling on about random things. So, just to keep it a bit more structured, I have the script with me, and in case I forget something I have to talk about, then I have it in front of me. And I can just read what I was supposed to say and kind of just say the things I want to say. The things I want to keep working with is obviously YouTube and streaming and Twitch and stuff, you know. I'm hoping to hit 200 subs by the end of the year. Another thing is obviously horse riding. And I want to keep improving, I want to keep riding. I hope I can start riding 3 times a week at one point. I'm going to talk to my parents about that. And yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting to see how and where the future takes me. Another thing I am actually committing myself to is therapy. Now, my goals for therapy is to keep attending my sessions and working on emotional regulation skills and relationship skills, all from DBT. Since I struggle with that a lot, you know. And I think that's it. Not entirely sure, but that should be pretty much all the goals I'm working toward. And when it comes to YouTube, if you guys have any video suggestions ever, just please let me know. I'm so uncreative right now. I'm struggling to come up with videos to make, so any suggestions are very welcome. And yeah, definitely let me know. And, you know, just... Oh. That scared me. Oh my god. Okay, second boot is also done here. Okay, but let's move on to failures and achievements, shall we? Let's see. One of the big successes, actually, is me being able to do a little bit of schoolwork, even though it took a lot of pressuring from my mom to do that. And yeah, when it comes to school, it's just... I have such bad experiences from my last school that I think I actually have trauma from that incident. Like, it was genuinely so terrifying. It actually caused me to have the worst panic attack I've ever had. So yeah, thanks a lot. And I feel like having these kind of talks is just really nice for me. In a way, I get to vent to, like, literally a black hole. Like, you guys obviously will see this if you do decide to watch. And yeah, really, thank you to everyone who does watch. It really does mean a lot to me. All the support recently has been, you know, with me not uploading that much. I tried to get a video out. I got my shit together, made a Fortnite video, because my current hyperfixation with the game is Fortnite. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, I'm actually being a little bit productive today. I might vlog on Thursday, try to get that out by Friday, and just try to enjoy this whole YouTube process because, like I've said before, I really do enjoy making content. It is one of my passions. It always has been, and it probably always will be. I guess it would be coping with my emotions because I really have not coped with them at all. Because all I can think about is my emotions recently because they are simply this, you know, bad, you know, and strong that I cannot focus on anything else other than the emotion itself. And, oh, I was talking about successes, but I also talked about a little bit of a failure there, so. Another success is me going to every single writing lesson, despite when I feel awful and shitty mentally. Because I do struggle, like I said, I do struggle with getting out of the house. So that is an insane success for me. It really does make me happy to know that I can still do things that I love. And I can still cope with some emotions and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a wild ride when it comes to all of this mental health stuff, you know. My parents don't understand it, and I get that. I barely understand it myself. Like, why am I, you know, why am I the way I am? That's a question I ask myself a lot, actually. You know, why me? And, why couldn't it have been someone else? Why am I, you know, the chosen target, I guess? It's been difficult. Another failure, actually, is me not sticking to my daily schedule. I either don't sleep at all, because I simply cannot sleep despite taking my sleep meds, or I sleep like 16 hours a day. Like today, for example, I slept from like 9:30 to 7 a.m. and then from 10:30 a.m. no, like 10:40 a.m. to 10 p.m. So yeah, I've slept a lot today, and in the evening I finally got my shit together, scripted out this video, and now I'm filming it. I did my makeup, everything, blah blah blah. I feel like I think a little too negatively of myself. Like, obviously self-critique and, you know, constructive criticism is a good thing to have for yourself sometimes. But I feel like if it's constant, then at that point it's like, that ain't constructive criticism, that's self-hate. Got shit all over my pants. That's lovely. Not actual shit, don't... Yeah, you get what I mean. And I do want to say that if you are struggling, please go talk to someone, because, like I said, it is so much better to share your struggles rather than suffer alone. And now, as always, it is time to end the video. I've cleaned my boots. I did it pretty quickly this time. And I just want you guys to remember that I really do appreciate all of you. Especially the ones who have really been there for me and supported me, all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I can't even get into it right now. It's crazy. And I hope you enjoyed this little video. And of course, if you like this video, feel free to leave a like, and if you do want to support me more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!